morning. Wow, it's been a while. I haven't been on Facebook Live for a long time. Little Michael Bublé in the background. I think I've grown a beard since last time I've seen you guys. What do you think? Little winter beard action. It is Thursday morning. I'm heading into Here's What's Happening and listen to some Michael Bublé. Good stuff, actually. So yeah, what I want to talk about, I'm getting some realization about certain things lately, not just lately, always in the business, and some advice that I can give to both buyers and sellers. One of them being, I have a saying that my experience is only as good as your trust in it, in my experience. So my experience in real estate is only as good as your trust in it. And what I mean by that is, what I find that what can really tear down an agreement or tear down a negotiation process or tear down a relationship with a buyer or a seller, me representing them, is trust. And that's like any relationship, whether it's a marriage, a business relationship, a partnership, anything, that you can think of, even in sports. I mean, everybody knows me. I'm not a big sports guy because I don't really, I don't get into it too much, but I understand it. And one of the things with that, if you're on a team, any kind of team, and you don't trust your team member, that really breaks down the relationship that you have in going out on the field or going out on the court or whatever to play with next to each other. So trust is very, very important. And with that being said, when there's issues going down on a transaction, and I'm talking to buyers and sellers, just, if you pick the agent and you really truly believe you have the best representative on your side in this transaction, whether it be a buyer agent or seller's agent, you gotta put a little bit of trust into their experience and their knowledge of the process of how it works. And I'm coming across this just now in a transaction where, yes, 97% of my transactions, probably 99% of my transactions, end up going to settlement. And that's great. It's a great success rate. And I bet most agents have that success rate. My issue sometimes is, they don't all settle on time. And I think what you have to decipher when a transaction is going sour, whether you're on the buyer side or the seller side, if it's financing, if it's inspections process, whatever it may be, one is listen to your agent and trust that they've been through this process many, many, many times. They have experience in negotiating and getting through this part of the transaction, whether it seems challenging or not. It's something that we deal with every day, okay? So have a little bit of trust and faith in the process and the agent that you're working with. Also, 3% of the deals don't go through or don't go to settlement. Now, what we have to decipher in that situation is, when I have an issue in a transaction, there's a couple things that I look for. Do I have a motivated buyer and a motivated seller? Did something change along the way with the buyer or the seller and their motivation to make this transaction work? Did something change? If something changed along the way and they're no longer motivated to either A, sell the property or purchase the property, it doesn't matter what I know or what I do to try and save or to try and work out the issue in that transaction. Okay. The other thing is, what I want to always ask the lender, if it's a lender issue, what I want to ask the lender is this. I want to ask them, are you saying it's being delayed or denied? Okay. A delay of settlement, okay, we can deal with that. We figure out what's the issue. Why is it being delayed? Is it fixable? And when will it settle? When's it going to be delayed too? If the lender comes to me and says it's denied, then we know we got to move on. We got to terminate that agreement of sale. We got to move on. So I just want to make sure that, one, you trust a little bit in your agent. Now, if you picked a bad agent, then I get it. Then maybe you don't trust them, or you don't believe in their services or what they provide. But if you believe in your agent, you picked your agent, you took time making sure you had the right experienced best agent for your situation, then trust them a little bit. Hold on a second. I'm at the parking garage, getting into the parking garage right now. So just hold on a second. I took my ticket, just so you know. So that's what I want to talk about today. So just keep that in mind. If you have any questions about this at all, let me know. My number is 484-256-5836. If you have any issues in a transaction, please reach out to me. Even if you're not using me as a realtor, I mean, hopefully you will, but if you don't, that's okay. I can still give you advice on how to work through it. And everything I feel is workable. Almost everything is workable as long as you have a motivated buyer and a motivated seller. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, I'll talk to you guys hopefully next Thursday. Miss talking to everybody, and I'll see you real soon. Tune in to Here's What's Happening in about 20 minutes on Facebook Live. Just look up Here's What's Happening, and we'll see you then. Okay, thanks. Bye.